My name's Megan Robbins, and I'll be doing a speech about the Freedom Riders. Freedom Riders is an important movement in the United States history, and it shows collective behavior, which shows with relatively spontaneous or relatively unstructured behavior by large numbers of individuals acting with or being influenced by other individuals, which I got that from types of collective behavior. Freedom Riders show relatively unstructured behavior because they were training out what to do, which is to take stuff without being violent. But you don't know how it's going to go with being a freedom rider, being on the bus, doing like sit-ins. You don't know what kind of event's going to happen. You can die. So it wasn't really much thought out. It was structured with leadership, and it changed over time. And I don't think they plan on having the Greyhound bus catch on fire from the mob, which is one of the examples I used from the documentary. Freedom Riders also show that they were a protest crowd, which they used non-violence to make the statement. And the other type of protest, or not protest, but behavior was the acting crowd, which is like the KKK. They use violence. For example, when they set the Greyhound bus on fire, and they intended to kill the riders on the bus by holding the doors closed so they couldn't get out. They also beat them with bats or pipes where they could have died. It also shows convergence theory with people who want a segregation, which it's a crowd behavior, reflects the beliefs and intentions that individuals already share before they join the crowd. And I got that from explaining collective behavior. And another one was, I feel it shows value added theory with the writers, and that is collective behavior results when several conditions exist, including structural strain, generalized beliefs, participating factors, and lack of social control. And it showed that because they didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't know if they're going to get arrested, beaten, death. Another thing was, it showed it wasn't only a social movement, but it was a reform movement. They don't try to change the whole thing, like the whole government system, but they just try to make it better by not being segregated and not being able to like get in a restaurant and be served even though they're sitting next to white people. And with Freedom Riders, it was a very time-consuming social movement or protest movement, and it was very demanding. Diane Ash, one of the known leaders, and others from Fisk University decided to drop out of college right before finals, and one of the government officials didn't want them to redo the freedom rides because of it being dangerous, but they're like, we don't care, we write standard wills and rights in case we did die, and she was not going to take no for an answer. In conclusion, the Freedom Riders made a huge impact not only on the whole civil rights movement, but they went through it even if it meant death. And they were very much committed in making a difference in the whole world. Thank you, and hope you enjoy the speech.